Hi, everybody. Hi, Facebook friends. It is Sunday afternoon, September 7th, and I'm down here in our downstairs room. This is sort of a bonus room and my son's extra kitchenette. There's an area here that used to be a bathroom. I'm on Facebook Live, by the way. If you don't, thank you. I heard somebody come in the front door. But anyway, we are downstairs, and this is my little YouTube space that I've set up. This is my screen I've got for. So sometimes I sit here and I watch movies, or there's my exercise machine, and I've got my projector up here, and so this is also my workout studio. So I project workout videos up there, and I do that as well. But this space right here, you guys, this forever, it was our eBay room. It had all my stuff that I had inherited from my good friend Sandy. Shout out to Sandy if you're seeing this, Miss Haggerty. But if you're a Facebook friend of mine, you might have seen the big yard sale I had. And so I offloaded quite a bit of that stuff, and then a lot of it got donated to really good places and causes, and a lot of the really cool stuff I still kept, and it's still stowed over here for me to get on Etsy or whatever. So got our kitchenette there, and then, got a spare refrigerator. This is just an extra fridge, pianos, so this is also like our music room. But after I cleared out this space, which had been loaded, which is boxes and boxes of stuff, I thought, you know what? I've been studying this YouTube stuff for a while. I have a lot of ventures that I'd like to do, including language instruction and other things. I use YouTube all the time myself when I look up stuff. So I thought, you know what? I've been doing tarot for 30 plus years, learning it for 30 plus, doing it actively for 20 years. And so I thought, you know what, why not? Why not start with a tarot channel on YouTube? So this is my space, and this is my YouTube space. I thought it'd be cool to come on a Facebook Live and show people like my YouTube setup. And so I've got like my personal laptop here that I will use later in the editing. And so I've got this really cool space back here and I'm about to sit down and create a video, you guys, of what is tarot and the decks that I use, and like explain a little bit about, because there's so many misconceptions about what tarot is. So I'll be explaining some of this cool stuff here. A lot of it is stuff that I kept from my yard sale things and other things. I've collected all sorts of different like information and tarot decks and things like that. And so I will link to my video in a minute when it's going to be a super short video explaining what the tarot is, how I learned it, how I do readings, what that is and how it relates. Hi, Sandy. I see you watching. Welcome. So I'm like sharing my YouTube space here. I'm showing people like the behind the scenes of what everything looks like of my YouTube tarot space. I love to use this little bell when I start a reading. It's really old. It's out of my antique stuff. It's hand signed, hand painted right here from like probably at least 150 years ago. And it is a Fenton. It's beautiful. I love it. So I keep it right there, and I love the purple, and it's like this light green, really cool. Anyway, so I am fascinated by tarot and tarot decks. And so the video I'm going to make shortly that I'm about to sit down and do will focus in on what tarot is and what the cards are and what they're not, what tarot is and what it isn't. And so anyway, I am down here. Part of the reason tarot has a bad rap with people as being like mumbo jumbo and all this mystical hooey stuff is, I'll explain in the video somewhat, but turn of the century, there was this big push around mysticism and locking into other like Eastern philosophies of thought and religion and stuff like that. The tarot is related to all of that, the Kabbalah and stuff. And so This short video I'm about to do will explain that. I'm about to pull out a bunch of these decks. So for my video, I've got so many different tarot decks. See, like, this is an Oceanic tarot deck. I typically don't use. This is the box from my holographic deck that I have up there that I do use. I enjoy this. And then in the video, I'll put a link to some of these that I really like. And then you have what's called oracle cards. These are some Oceanic tarot oracle cards that I'll be pulling out to talk about during my video. And those can be cool and okay to use as like extended reads, but not really tarot. Really not tarot. And I like to stick to tarot, and I'll explain why in that video that I'm going to link down below. But anyway, some more tarot decks. This is a tarot deck. It's just different artwork than the typical tarot deck. So the typical Rider-Waite tarot deck, and then now I got this Smith-Waite tarot deck, which I'll explain about in my short little video, the difference. I really got this too. I want to take this out. This is a different kind of divination deck. And the reason I bought it is because the artist is also Pamela Coleman Smith, who did the art on the original Rider-Waite tarot. But a Lenormand is a historical type of divination deck too. This goes back. These are cool. These have a cool and long history. These go back to the 1500s, and they match up more to decks of cards of an actual deck. There's only 36 of them, and they have one picture. They tell a story. It's a little bit complicated. It's not a tarot, but it's very fascinating and also very old. That goes back to like tarot times. So I'll share a little bit about a history of the traditional Smith-Waite, Rider-Waite tarot deck and what that dates back to. And then let me see. I love my little space I have set up. So I just kept like really, here's another, the Light Seers tarot deck. So I guess I'll show that during the video I'm about to do. This is my little special cup of, these are poker chips that I've collected from casinos all over the United States and all over the world. So they're casino chips from everywhere. I do love card games. I love poker. People who know me know I'm also an avid poker player. So I'll also explain the historical link between like our traditional card deck and like poker. In the video I'm about to make for my YouTube channel. I've got to keep it short, and I will keep it short, I promise. Explaining more about the tarot, but I've got that in there, and I've got all kinds of cool little books, old books that I really rely on and love. I've got, of course, like my crystals and things in here. I love this old book. This was from my aunt. This is an antique. The cat made me buy it. And it's really neat. It's from the 50s. It's ads from the 1950s and advertising and how it's really interesting. But I like to keep it right there because of the black cat. And my card in tarot is the Queen of Wands. And right clearly in the Queen of Wands, there's a black cat there. And I've always had black cats and stuff. And this is neat too. This is vintage. This is a vintage little, it's a moon chart, and you roll it, and it shows you during different times of the year and stuff how to read like what's happening planetarily. I don't even pretend to understand it yet, but it's pretty cool because astrology is one of the four hermetic arts that that influence the tarot. And they're all intertwined. It's not meant to be read together separately. But anyway, I also have over here, I love that this is a vintage lamp. I've loved my art that I have here. This is a vintage lamp. But under here is also kind of why tarot got a bad rap. So check it out. These are old bottles I love, but look what they say, wizard oil. We did go through a time like around the turn of the century, the late 1800s, early 1900s, where there's a ton of charlatans. There was a lot of people, faking things. And this is, I think, why the tarot and tarot readings, because there was this whole wave where people claimed to be mystics, whether they were or not. And a lot of them just didn't get it, but they didn't hesitate to take people's money. Hamlin's Wizard Oil. Look at some of these others. They're pretty cool. They're really old. That's why I put them here. I love it. This is Florida water. which was, if you can see it, let's see. Oh, I have it up here, upside down. Florida Water, Murray Lehman Druggists, New York, because Florida Water was supposedly had curative properties, like the Spaniards, when they were first coming over here, were looking for the fountain of youth, and they thought they had found it in Florida, and they were selling it as that. And then I have some other ones as well. Let's see, we saw the Wizard Oil, and this one is Dr. Price's Delicious Flavoring Extracts. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So anyway, those are all from that era, from that period of time where tarot also became really popular. So I'll share a little bit about the history of that in the video I'm about to do. I just wanted to welcome people to my space here and go on Facebook Live. Hi, Bill Boffman. I see you watching. Hi, you guys. So anyway, here I am. There's my computer. There's my setup. There's, I'm going to be starting this video right now that I want to do, the short video that explains what the tarot is and what it isn't, really shortly. I hope all of you will tune in and watch. Once I get it loaded, it'll take me just a little bit of time to get that final editing and then uploaded to my YouTube channel. And then I'll put the link down in the comment section for this Facebook Live video. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, Tarot Space. Oh yeah, and so for all my friends and loved ones who are Christian, I decided to add, I talk a lot about that and how it relates to other religions and Christianity as well, because a lot of Christians are afraid of tarot and think it's something somehow evil, demonic, or not supportive of what their faith tells them. And I really find it to be the opposite. And so I've started adding now at the end of my readings, scriptural advice and how it blends into scripture. And because I have studied a lot of scripture in my life as well. And this is going out to all my family. You know who you are, and my loved ones who are a huge part of that area of my life. And, yeah, and I do believe in God. There is a God, a higher power, and I know it's not me. So anyway, so be listening to that, because I have added that to the readings, a scriptural connection to the tarot readings as well. So I hope everybody finds that cool. I hope everybody will log on in a minute, or in a few, when I post that YouTube video, and check it out. And if you like it, do subscribe. That way, I only post videos twice a week. On Mondays, I post videos for, what is Monday? Fire and earth signs. And on Wednesdays, I believe I'm doing air and water signs, if I don't have that mixed up. But anyway, yeah, so check it out. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. I hope you'll hit the like and subscribe buttons on my YouTube channel. That would be super cool. Anyway, I think I'm going to sign off now on this live video. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.